This problem right here is a really good one because it has a lot of irrelevant information in it that you will probably see on things such as like the NCLEX or a test. The problem states the prescriber ordered olanzapine for injection 7.5 milligrams intramuscular stat. The reconstitution directions state that after adding 1.2 milliliters of diluent, the resulting strength will be 5 milligrams per milliliter. How many milliliters will you administer? Okay, so what is my problem asking? That's the first thing that I need to figure out. How many milliliters will you administer? So what are we going to start with? We're going to start with our milliliters. I'm going to put my milliliters on top because that is what I'm looking for. Okay, so if you're looking at the problem, where else does it have milliliters? And you got to be careful because this is where you can get messed up at really easily. It does state in the problem, the reconstitution directions state that after adding 1.2 milliliters of diluent, the resulting strength will be blah, blah, blah. But that is irrelevant. You don't need to know anything about that right there. That don't mean nothing. That is just extra information. The only thing that you need to know is how many milliliters is pretty much in that vial. This right here is how much milliliters, how many milligrams is in a milliliter in that type of medication. You don't need to know anything about the reconstitution directions. That is irrelevant. So what I'm going to do is 1 milliliter over 5 milligrams. Okay, so I just need milliliters here. So I need to get rid of my milligrams. So I'm going to add it to the top. Where else in my problem does this state milligrams? It states milligrams in my order. 7.5 milligrams. So I'm going to put 7.5 milligrams and I will solve. So you would do 7.5, then you would divide that by 5. You would get 1.5 milliliters. There is your answer. So if you read it again, the prescriber ordered olanzapine for injection 7.5 milligrams intramuscular stat. The reconstitution directions state that after adding 1.2 milliliters of diluent, the resulting strength will be 5 milligrams per milliliter. What you really need to get out of this problem here is that the only thing that you need to know is what is the order. What is ordered? 7.5 milligrams. Okay, well, what is the strength of that medication? 5 milligrams per milliliter. Everything else in that problem is irrelevant. That blue right there is all you need to know, because that is literally all I have put in my dimensional analysis to get my 1.5 milliliters.